I wasn't talking. I looked down and I realised it wasn't on. Just before I explain why I titled it that, but I don't always know why I title it, by the way. Like, I don't always know why I've titled it something. I know today, but I don't always know. Let's see. Right. Oh shit, wait a minute. I've not. So the sound is on. Right. So while I'm getting the bits and bobs for well, basically what makes this a business, to be frank, you know what I mean? Because it's like this is to help people, but it's also if you fancy getting a personal session too. Right, okay, so I'm in total business mode, am I? Right, okay, so that is the details. There's the booking link, there's the membership link. Obviously that's, well, not obviously, I was going to say obviously that's going to be for people that are more regular viewers, but not always, as I've explained. People have joined right from finding me. And as you might have saw if you were on the long, you might not have because it was 7 hours, the most recent person that we had join, I just don't say I don't say people's names because I think it's good. I've always got in the habit of doing that unless people have unless it's obvious like you're on the chat and we're chatting away. I might not notice for a couple of days. Usually it's no longer than like 2-3 days. Usually it's no longer than a couple of days because I'm usually in there. I try to go in there at least once a week. Sometimes, occasionally, if it's ever longer than a week, it's because it's like the lower energy part of my chart, which actually we're in now, guys. So if anything happens when I'm not in the membership today or tomorrow, that's why. And then basically I'll be in there, Monday. Why is the red light away? No, I'm still live. It's just my internet was cut off for like, I don't know, it was from about 1 a.m. till this morning, but I know it's working now, but it's interesting there's not a wee red light there. What was I going to say there? Yeah, basically just know that if you join the membership and I haven't like mentioned it yet or that, I might not have noticed like what happened with Joe the other day. Yeah. And I just said her name there. That's because she'd said it on the thing. Like basically, if she hadn't said, "Oh, I'm in the membership," I hadn't noticed, and I hadn't noticed the wee square. So please tell me when that happens. But like I said, I would notice because when I go to check the thing, because when I'm doing the prayer circle, I go down the list of people, and I'd be like, "Oh, we've got a new person." Right. So, what is interesting about this, right? Wait a minute, I'm trying to swipe away I suppose not actually, because that's, yeah. I'm trying, that's what I was going to do. Wait a minute. What is this, by the way? Encourage your audience to express themselves with digital gifts. Like, it's literally just digital. That's so funny. Let's just, I mean, what the hell? Gifts are an easy, accessible way for your audience to get involved. All gifts count towards your goal. But I mean, really, there's no point to it other than a bit of fun, is that right? I don't know. This is a bit weird. Let's just do one gift. I don't get that. It's a bit random. Share how I'll celebrate. Are you kidding me? I can never think of something to write for the normal shit. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Am I being a bit daft here? Maybe you do need to buy the gift. That would make sense. Because it took away the money one. So that would, maybe that's what it, oh, who knows? If anyone wants to see what that does. Membership, unlock membership perks. Well, I'm clicking on it and it's not. Why the fuck? Oh my god, I mean, I nearly did it to myself there. Right, I don't know. Let's not. I wanted to try and make this the impossible 15-20 minutes. So let's just try. I'm going to put the timer on for. It's already at 5 minutes. Oh, good lord. let's just see how we're getting on when it gets to 10 minutes. I probably will barely started, but it's to do the processing. I would try and like to keep these ones a bit short. Right, anyway, get into it. So I called it, whatever I called it there, let me get back to the thing, about like divinely timed, like Mercury last of Aquarius, expect unexpected. Anything could happen, 1, 2, 3, 4, because I picked up the phone and pressed live at 1, 2, 3, 4, which I was absolutely not meaning, but we know that that is definitely the guides, angels, ancestors, loved ones in spirit, galactic guides, whoever's this message is going to make sense with. And I can't even speak today, but and it can be more than just one person. But then the other thing that I realized, I was like, whoa, like, and I've realized that it all just like within a matter of minutes when I picked up the phone, was when I realized it was the last of Mercury in Aquarius today, because we go into Mercury in Pisces tomorrow. And side note, like I've titled all the shorts for, like, you know, well, the one that will go out tonight and the one that will go out in the next couple of days, things like well, basically that Mercury in Pisces, right, in my experience, in both my personal experience and but mainly helping others and just knowing what it's about, that is very the good thing. We'll talk about the good thing first. It is very romantic. It is like absolutely twin flames, like real true twin flame, true love kind of shit. It's like love songs and poems, and you know, it would be somebody that was very romantic at heart, even if they weren't outwardly. But and it's all that, anything you can think of romantic. Oh, also very psychic as well. Like, because Mercury's speech and Pisces is like one of the most psychic signs, if not the psychic, but I'm rival Scorpio, do you know what I mean? Like really all the water signs, Cancer too, all the water signs, in my opinion, are the most psychic. Fire is very psychic too. And it's not that air and earth aren't. I know very psychic people that have got strong air and earth, but it means you've probably got really strong, well, we've, like, as I say all the time, we've all got the energy somewhere, even if we've not got planets. But I could always find the reason why you were so in tune like that. But all that aside, there is a shadow to it too, because like I always say, like they always make me talk about the light and the shadow, but they definitely always make me talk about the light and the shadow. Actually, particularly with the water signs, it isn't just Pisces, with the Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, because water can be manipulative as well. So yeah, that takes me on to that. Like in Cancer, so Pisces is victim mode, right? So Mercury in Pisces. Now remember, when I'm describing it like this, and it's like we're going in a proper lesson here. But anyway, someone mustn't hear all this. If you've got Mercury in Pisces, like, it's, you know, it would be better if you go to an astrologer, or if you're resonating with me, you go to me, where I can like see how yours, what the flavour of yours actually is, like what house is it in, how does it affect you, what might you need to be mindful about yourself, because I've done that before with people where I've seen they've got Mercury Pisces. Like, beware, people could lie to you, but you could also be prone to lying as well, you know what I mean? It's a total fact. Or another thing with that placement is, because Mercury, because that is so psychic, I've seen people before, like what we were talking about the other day on the chat, like you read people, like you just start reading people psychically. But I mean, and like I said to the women on the chat the other day, that's fine if you're doing it to yourself. I mean, you really shouldn't do that either. But I mean, if you're picking up things, like, you know, you're picking up things, what wouldn't be okay is if you were picking up things, like say in someone's chat, or and I just mean if you're in the chat, no, if you're the person, like I said, if you're the person that's doing this right now, like holding the phone or on the laptop, that's a whole different ballgame. You're joining in somebody's chat, and although I've got boundaries with that, not everybody has, and everybody does it their own way. And I would kind of, I could, you know what I mean, you're given permission by being on it. Like if someone comes on now and starts chatting, or if they're, even if you're watching the replay, I'm going to pick up on your energy because you decided to watch it. Like I know that when I watch people, and other people may understand that too. But I like to have extra boundaries with that, and I'll ask you, if you know I'm doing personal, can, you know, do you want to read right now? Or even if people are in my membership, I'll like, are you up for this right now? Or do you like, not everyone's in the best place for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, those of you that might have that, just be aware of that if you haven't noticed that when yourself. you could just start doing that. You could just start picking things out about people, and that's could be very uncomfortable. So be aware of that. I've had to give that sort of, well, really warning to many people over the years, and everyone I've ever done that to actually has been grateful because they didn't realise they were doing it. But some people do realise they're doing it, so just be aware of that as well. So, because we'll give it a chat, that's quite funny because is this person... So what are the lies about? Are you talking about the lies that I was just talking about, or are you coming on being one of those people? Because I'm feeling it's more the latter, but I will give a little bit of a... I'm saying because it's Mercury in the last of... Yes, I thought that. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's what I don't like about... Honestly, I see anyone that's lurking on me that does the same thing as this. If you go live on your phone all the time, you have the utmost respect for me because that's why I can't be arsed with it. You get so many like trolls, 1111. You don't get that when you do it the way that I do it. It's so annoying. Anyway, so with all that being said, the point is, because I put in the shorts, beware of gaslighters, love bombers. You meet somebody 2 days later, they're saying they're in love with you, all that kind of stuff, right? And that's why Love Island is such a good example right now, because there's a pair on that they weren't real. I don't think they were even giving each other a second look, and then all of a sudden they're like totally in love, and I'm like, this is like not like, and nobody else believes it, and I don't believe it either. And but you know, we might always be proven wrong. Also, it's made me feel sick, honestly. See the couples on that, honestly, I'm cringing. So I've never cringed so hard when people are kissing. I'm like, I need to, oh my god, I need to go and make a cup of tea or something. Like, I can't. It's anyway. And also, yeah, so it's really that, like, Mercury in Pisces, the shadow side of it is like the biggest amount of gaslighting, love bombing, liars, narcissists as well, you know, because of the manipulative thing. Like, it could really be people that butter you up in any area of life, like in love, friendship, work. Again, how do you think I know about this? Yep, because I've had it. They could be people that really blow smoke up your arse and then turn on you. So, but again, please don't be sensitive if you've got Mercury in Pisces. Just be aware that, like I said, it swings both ways. You can be more prone to people like that, but you have also got that ability in you. So don't go to the dark side, basically. But for all of us as a collective, we could get very confused. So communications could get very confusing. When Venus goes into Pisces, which is honestly really not too long after, I did write it down on my phone. I'll just quickly... I'm never going to be able to make it. I don't know about never, but... So, Venus goes into Pisces on the 10th, yeah. So what's the date? Yeah, 5 days from now, Venus joins that Mercury. So that, again, cannot stress to you enough. Be very aware of if people are lying to you or not. And it's just so funny because if that troll, all she wrote was lies, and that's why I didn't block it. But I knew it was going to be one of those people being like, shame on you, and it was all of that kind of stuff. Oh yes, shame on me for giving people comfort and healing in their time of need. Yes, I mean, anyway, we'll just move on. But yeah, and also the thing I just want to remind people of, if people haven't noticed, because it really creeps up on you, Mercury obviously goes in Pisces tomorrow. So if you're watching this on the 6th or after, we're already in Mercury in Pisces. But guess what Mercury retrogrades in? That's right, Pisces. So in my opinion, I think that might be the worst sign that Mercury retrograde could be in. That's just my personal input on it. One of the worst, if not the worst. Because holy shit, people can lie anyway in a Mercury in Pisces. In a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, everyone's going to be really... I don't know the last time it was in that. I might geek up on that when I come off of this, but it would make sense to me if it was a few years ago. I remember having one of the worst ones ever. And anyway, but it depends where it is all in each of our charts and stuff too. But yeah, the pre-shadow begins on the 11th of February. which just means that you can start seeing the signs of fuckery and confusion and stuff. There's the timer of when I want to leave. Not going to happen. It's fine. I think what I might just do is I might just hide these because it's so that they process, and then, but I might not. I don't know. I'll master it at some point that they're only 15 minutes. But yeah, so we don't go into the actual Mercury retrograde until, when is it? I think it's like near the end of February. Do you know, like 26 or something like that? Don't quote me on that. But yeah, the signs will start showing. Anyway, so with all that being aside, because like I said, I'll talk about that on the lives, because if you're, for the people that tune in to me all the time, you know how I do these star sign ones, which basically, if you're new, they can resonate with anyone. So tonight I'm doing Virgo, and tomorrow I'm doing Libra. But you don't need to be Virgo or Libra or have that in your big three or anything. Like, we've all got Virgo somewhere. That's the house of healing and health, well-being, your everyday ritual, your everyday routines, your work, loads of other things I haven't said. And Libra is love, peace and harmony, justice, injustice, balance. Twin flames are all about balance. We're in a Libra moon today. The early degree, it's just, I think it was 1 degree when I looked, but I'm doing Virgo tonight because I was so tired. I wasn't tired the day after the big marathon live, but yesterday I was fucked. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It caught up with me. So thank you to any of the people that, actually, it wasn't that deep, but yeah, like I was maybe going to do work with somebody, but we've rescheduled to today, and actually quite soon. So I need to eat something before I talk to that person. But I will be on a live stream whenever I finish with that client. So I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know. I'm not going to say a time, but I will be on, because like I said to that person, I didn't want to do it the other way around because clients are the priority. So my soul family clients, I might add. But yeah, so isn't it interesting that the whole 17 minutes I've been saying that, it's been on that card, I will call you very soon. And that's what I was trying to spit out was, so somebody could have been trying to like talk or spit something out for a long time. You know, somebody could have been trying to work out how to say something for a long time because I've spoke for this long. But that card, when I picked up this big, like, look, this is a big mishmash of cards. And interestingly, this has got some specific mediumship ones in it. And I had just emailed somebody, and it was basically talking about like just people that are new to me that are, you know, explaining mediumships. It's like, you know, just about how I work and stuff. So I'm just aware that I wouldn't be surprised if one of the more mediumship ones comes out. But like I say all the time, I can't split anything I'm up, right? I'm a medium, I'm a shaman, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a counsellor, I'm a coach, I'm an astrologer. Have I forgotten it now? I do EFT with people, I do complex trauma therapies, help people release trauma. There's things I haven't said. So the point of me saying that is that I'm not just one thing. So for instance there, actually, because it's anonymous, like, unless, you know what I mean, this is good for other people to hear, like, because I say it now and again, but if I was if I was just a medium, which, by the way, being just a medium is miraculous in itself, right? For all my other fellow people that are just mediums, you're not just a medium. But if I was just a medium, I would work very differently, in the sense of, if you were wanting to connect with a loved one, if we hadn't got a connection with any loved one in spirit, like within the first 15-20 minutes, you know, like, but some people wouldn't even do that, because some people's mediumship sessions are only 30 minutes. So those people would probably say, if someone hasn't turned up in the first 10 minutes, I would refund you, right? I don't do that because I'm not just a medium. So I basically tell people from the get-go, because I've tried to do that in the past for the years, not for years, because it doesn't work. Like, because the healing comes through everything I do, and if you're around here all the time, or if you're new, you'll soon see that people actually start feeling better from being on these free lives, like, alone, like, meaning there's been, you know, nobody's needed to pay a penny, and they just feel better. So you know what I'm saying? You can imagine if it's one-to-one, it's that too. So even if your specific loved one in spirit doesn't come through, you're always getting the energy clearing, you're always getting the healing. And also, it's my time, you know what I mean? And it's and then, like I say all the time, I said yesterday, I would love to do this for free, and I do it for free. I'm doing this for free right now, but I have actually, like, again, I'm not going to I'm not going to reel off all the nice things I've done because that's cringe when people do that. But just generally, like we've had numerous over the past 10 years when like people's parents have died, or in the crazy times of like, you know, the pandemic and stuff. Like, yeah, I've done things like that where I have done that, but I can't do things like that all the time because, like I said, I struggle myself too. Like I said all the time, like this is, I can't act like that all the time. Like, how am I meant to keep a roof over my head? So the point being is, if you feel drawn to me for mediumship, you've got to understand that I'm a healer as well, and you're going to get healing, and you know, people need healing. But also for anyone where you're grieving and it wasn't long ago, I suggest you take the time to grieve, because you've got to, you know, it can to allow the acceptance to come in. But also, side note, have I brought people through as soon as they've died? Yes, I have, and it's brought people immense grief and closure. I mean, actually, that's definitely like with what I was saying just yesterday, with the teenager that came through and the beautiful review that his mum's left. You know, so how can, you know, so I'm not going to start doing the PC way of, oh, you know, it's not wise for them to come through right away. Well, look at the closure that's given that family. So, you know, that kind of throws that out the water. So that's why I'm not being as sensible as I want to be, because it's, yeah, we don't know. And that's the thing, only you know. So again, keep it anonymous, but I explained that to someone in an email, but for anyone else that might be in that position, because sadly so many people are grieving, I would just watch me for as long as you feel like, you know, the trust is there and you get what I do. And but other than that, I always say to people, put your thoughts out to your loved ones in spirit, right? And if they really like my energy, trust me, they will hound me, and I will be going insane with it, which isn't the best either. But I find it, you know, I love being a medium. So, but I would probably get in touch, being like, look, I don't know if you want to do this, but I am getting such and such talking to me big time. So I'm just letting you know, because that ups the chances. You know, they're clearly going to come through if they were hounding me. But where it's the other way, where if you're desperate to talk to them and they've already come through, like say I've done it in public, because that has happened with quite a lot of people's loved ones in spirit, where I've brought somebody through in public. But if they gave a really amazing message in public and you got the healing from that and the closure, they're not going to be desperate to come through in the personal session. Not always, sometimes, but not always, because they've given the message. You felt the relief from it. You know, actually, there we go. That wee boy is a good example. Sorry for calling you wee boy, but that's a good example. He came through and said what he wanted to say in the public and in Tani's personal one. So it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But it's not guaranteed that he would come through that strongly when I speak to his own mum, if she ever wants to do that, because he came through and said all of that. But obviously, he would later down the line, but there's no guarantee. So it's quite, there's no exact science to all of this. But all I know is, although mediums say that, you know, we can't guarantee. I can't even think of a time where they didn't come through, to be honest. If you're drawn to book the session, they're showing up. But I always just say that because that's a thing that we're meant to say. And I feel it's because I'm a shaman as well. They just take the opportunity to talk through me. Anyway, so blah, 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 blah. That's a benefit of Mercury and Pisces. You know, the loved ones in spirit can come through even easier, I would say. Right, so I will call you very soon. You could get some unexpected calls out of the blue, because Mercury in Aquarius, which we're still in, I've just been blethering on about Mercury in Aquarius for quite some time, and Pisces for, see what I mean? I'm already getting confused with it. But right now today is the day of the last of that. So it's very kind of like unexpected emails, unexpected texts, unexpected calls, unexpected visits, unexpected communication. People could, so even people you see every day at work could say something really shocking. Like, you could be at work and somebody could be like, I've been in love with you for the past 15 years. Do you know what I mean? That sounds like a film or something. Or, you've been pissing me off for the past week and I'm going to tell you what I think of you. Do you know what I mean? It could go very different ways. Or like, I'm sick of you having so much of an opinion about my life. Who the fuck asked you? Back off. It's my life. Do you know what I mean? It's my life and it's now or never. Right, now, let's shuffle this in. and see why I was saying all of that. Right, sorry, I need to put on another alarm. And then an alarm went off. Did you hear me? I don't know what to do when that happens. Fuck. Guys. The song's gone off. What do I do? I'm back, but the problem is I don't know how many people are going to see this. So I don't know though. I don't know if that would have come through. Wait a minute, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to see. Nah, I can't worry about that right now. Anyway, it was Won't Look Back, Duke Dumont, that just came on there. So someone's not looking back. They're telling people what's what. They love your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. They love all of you. That's kind of fitting with the way I just channeled it. Yeah, if the song comes through, we're fucked, okay? So, but I don't think it does. I think it just goes quiet. Let's see if I Will Call You Very Soon comes out again. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't like that card because I think that's not going to be true for a lot of people. I'm sure it is for a lot of you, but I just, because I'm such a kid person, I'm kind of like, that's not going to be true when people have got, you know what I mean? There's people who look, I work with tons of people that have got children, so that's, anyway, but it's maybe taking it too serious, but I'm sorry I run, this is just also intense, I don't know how to handle it, right? Okay, so I think someone's going to be contacting you saying that. I'm sorry I ran in the past. It was just also intense, I couldn't handle all that kind of stuff. Right, let's get a wee card for Libra Moon. Yes, but I needed to learn how to love myself first and have my boundaries. That's quite interesting because I've just realised I didn't even mention that with Mercury and Pisces. Because Pisces is no boundaries, it's blurry boundaries. That's, if you think about it, I think because that's why they just made me go into that big chat about how I work when it comes to the mediumship, because it is boundaries, you know, like it's and it's really difficult for me because I would love to be able to separate some of the things I do, but over the years I've just learned I can't do it. So you know what I mean? So that's the best thing that I can say is I'm unique, you know what I mean? So either you're called to my unique services, or, you know, if it's the mediumship only that you like, then put your thoughts out to them and they'll come through in the public stuff, you know what I mean? And because I do like, if your loved one comes through, I'll work with you, and you don't need to give me any money for that. You can donate if you want, you know what I mean? It's the luck of the draw, and I think that's the best way around it. So and also, again, if I know you a bit better and I trust you, if you can't afford like the session, you can pay it in 2 parts, or there's other things we can work out, so you can email and stuff, right? So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I think somebody needed to take the time to love themselves first before they dive into the passion. So I feel the passion overwhelmed the people that are going to connect with us just for a change. So it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, it's people ran because it was too intense. But now they want to allow their heart and soul to sing with joy. This isn't a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. And hello. Oh, wow. Yeah. And someone's been putting addictions behind them or codependency. That's interesting because, God, I could talk for ages on this card alone, because I speak about that all the time, that I never really took in for years what that word meant. I just always read the bottom bit. And then obviously it's really quite funny when you think about it now, because this is like a huge bulk of my work, whether I like it or not, helping people with addictions and codependency, and where you fall into being trapped with narcissistic lovers, friends, family, all that. Where about in Scotland are you from? I live it. Oh, welcome. Welcome, William Wallace from Glenrothes. Are you yanking our chain, or is that actually the truth? I'm from Edinburgh. But yeah, so basically this was in reverse though. So someone's had to take the time to love themselves first to deal with an addiction. Now remember, the addiction could be anything from not being able to detach yourself from what your friends and family think about your life, or harder stuff. Scrolling on your phone, that's not the harder stuff, but that can ruin our lives. Like, it really can, you know what I mean? I mean, it ruined my life last night. That's why I'm tired today. Haha, I am a huge fan of Mel Gibson in the film. Ah, right, all right. Freedom, love it. So they, there's synchronicities here. Like even if William was yanking our chain, which it doesn't seem he is, that would be a synchronicity. Someone's breaking free of codependency. So well done you. But again, that someone is a lot of people out there, because I know from when I work with people, many people are realizing where this is not healthy, it's codependent. And look at what, that's interesting that I was going on about peer pressure, because I didn't say that word, but look, that was the one on the top. Don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know in your heart what the right choice is. And this person does, because it said, I love all of you, blah, blah, blah. I love your heart, your mind, your soul. Yeah. So unfortunately, I can tell it's one of those ones where someone is allowed, whoever it is, the people around them, to gaslight them into thinking, you don't even know your own mind. We know better. And then this is someone being like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What was I doing? Right. So let's now see what comes out here. And sorry, I get so involved in this. I need to put on a timer because it's hilarious that I was going to try and get dressed and put makeup on and that before the session. I did have visions of me sitting like, I mean, it's fine. Most of the time on a session, I am sitting in my jammies. Not gonna lie. And today it's fucking freezing. So, but the problem is, I wanted to get dressed because I'm doing the live shortly after. And whenever I spoke to that person before we do speak for ages, I speak to everyone for ages. That's no secret. But unless I had someone after you, so I'm just kind of like, oh, I can't actually. I'm waiting on my conditioner arriving. It was very annoying. I went to wash my hair yesterday and I forgot they sent me shampoo. So it's like they sent me 2 shampoos, right? But then, to be fair, it was just Amazon. They've sent me the conditioner for free. I was more than prepared to buy the conditioner again, and I thought, hang on a minute, so this is going to have something to do with it. And watch this. This will be funny if Amazon come to the door when I'm saying this. I thought, hang on a minute, actually, this isn't my fault. I'm going to go and see if there's a way to, say to them. And so, because I thought, I can't bother sending it back and all that. I was just like, oh, never mind, I'll just buy one. But I went, and they make it very hard for you. But whatever it was I clicked, I did find a way to, like I just said, that, you sent me the wrong thing, because that is the truth. And I think about it, a lot of people will lie about that. And anyway, long story short, oh sorry, my microphone was going under the dressing gown. Yeah, they've just, that was yesterday, and they're sending it out today. But how funny will it be if it arrives and it's fucking shampoo again? I'm going to be stuck with a ton of shampoos and no conditioner. So I don't know what that means for people, but maybe like you kept getting something mixed up. Personal growth in reverse. I think that is such a weird way to channel that, but I'll see when I watch it back. My throat just got stuck too, throat chakra. I think this is the story of a group of people where you kept either convincing yourself that you're doing the right thing, and now you're convinced, wow, what was I thinking? Or you allowed others to peer pressure you, like that card says. Yeah. And whatever the whole shit, because you know what I mean, it's the fact that it was, but again, the important thing is it wasn't my mistake. So the important thing for you is if you're not, it's not your mistake. Oh, what, this is so crazy. I just said that to somebody yesterday, because this is a difficult thing when I help people with their, when I'm always helping the divine masculine, male and females, I can't tell you how heartbreaking and, oh wow, that was the message yesterday. Step in the spotlight. See, this is off the back of the wheel full moon, which is about being seen in the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. So for whoever needed that, that's definitely the, wait a minute, screenshot. No, I'll just need to take a screenshot after. That's definitely the thumbnail, because that was the message yesterday too. Or if this isn't linked, if you didn't see yesterday's, right? But if this isn't about literally like you work online, or you've got a shop in your local like neighborhood, and it's, you know, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, this person's really great, you know what I mean? It's, you need to step into the spotlight and be seen. Like, you've been people pleasing, and if this isn't you, it's not you, I'm speaking to whoever right now, you've been allowing other people around you to control your life, and that's what you've put behind you, and you're like, no, I'm going to speak, damn it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't usually say that, so somebody's I don't know, saying it to themselves, like, you're going to learn today, you're going to hear what I got to say, Margaret at work, I love you. Do you know what? I was going to go the other way and say, Margaret at work, you annoy me. And then I've just realised that is so freaky. That's from the proposal. Well, there could be a proposal as well. We've been picking up a little bit. This is great. That's crazy. But the proposal isn't necessarily about that. I mean, he does propose. The proposal with Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock is she's the boss and he's the assistant. And long story short, if you've not seen it, it's hilarious. That, again, I'm not going to say... I'm stopping myself from saying it's one of my favourites. I swear to God, I need to put that on a t-shirt. I fucking say it all the time. It's so annoying. But it is. I mean, I love it. And I know a lot of you will love it. But the long and short of why I'm like, that's crazy. Because I gave the example at the start about you want to tell someone at work that you've been in love with them for the past 15 years. Or you want to tell somebody at work that they've been getting your tits all week. But in that, the very end of the film, spoiler alert, so click off if you want to watch it, she's ran away from him because she basically got him to agree to pretend to be wanting to marry him. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck's sake. She got him to agree to pretend that they were going out because she needed to stay in the country, because that was it. She's Canadian and she needs to stay in the country, right? So they have to, like, pretend to his family that they're married and all this shit. And then, long story short, kind of know where it's going. They really do fall in love because they get to know each other. They share little stories, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. I could see how that could fit with real life, right? Where you're trying to keep it casual, but then you end up sharing too much of each other's lives with each other. And you fall in love with the person. It happens. Well, it happened to me, and that guy only told me, honestly, smaller. I'm sure it was, this might be wrong, but I'm sure it was in like one day. He just like shared lots of little things about himself, and I'm like, I'm fucked. I think I love that guy. And then he just went, you know, that part of him never emerged again, but I just never forgot. And I was like, yeah, I would quite like that person back. Anyway, but that is a true story. I'm sure it was more than once, but there was, like, do you know what I mean? There was one time in particular but we did used to talk all the time in the mornings. I say this all the time anyway. But to bring it back to it, she's called Margaret in that film, and that's so hilarious that I just said, okay, Margaret, do you know what I mean? But it's weird because I was going to go the way of Margaret, you're annoying me, and then I was people need to watch that, because at the end of the film she's ran away, and I always think she's like the divine masculine running away, and he chases her down, and she's like, it's better this way, just, you know, stay away from me, you know, it's better this way, I've just always been alone, and it's better that way. And then he's like, it's very romantic actually, he's like, what does he say again? He says something along the lines of, you're fucking annoying, do you know what I mean? But, you know, whatever he says, he doesn't swear. He's like, you're, I don't know, he says something like, you're this, you're that, but unfortunately I've fallen in love with you. And then he kisses her, and the whole office is like, and I can even hear the song right now, it's very kind of like, that was a really poor attempt at the song, wasn't it? Yeah, go Google it. I don't know. That's so weird, because it was as soon as I said Margaret, I was like, where the fuck did that come? I watched it maybe about a few weeks ago, but it doesn't matter whether I watched it recently or not. I know all the bits of it, but I'll always love that, because it's a really old film now, but I loved it because it's like, I got it. It's the people that run away and they say they don't want anything with you, but actually they really do. It's very complicated. Oh God, I'm not getting into this with twin flames or just love in general. It's complicated because it's that those people are confused themselves, and those people will be a lot of you watching. And trust me, I was this person at one point too. But it's like, if you need to get in alignment with how you really feel and not confuse people, because in that she loves him, but she's running, but she secretly wants him to chase after her. And so it's a film, and he got that. But in real life, if you really want somebody and you're saying you don't, and you're saying to them you don't, and you run away, a lot of people wouldn't have the confidence and self-esteem to go after you. Or actually, in this day and age, with a whole load of fucking crazies out there and psychos and all these horrible words on some of the cards I've got, you wouldn't want to be like, somebody to think that you're, well, one of them, would you? So you would just be like, right, well, I don't think that's how they really feel, and I think actually, they want to see if I really like them, but I'm not exactly going to fucking chase after them, because then they're going to think I'm a fucking nutter. So a lot of us on the twin flame journey just think, I know, I'll go on social media and declare my undying love for a long time. That's not why I do this, by the way. I didn't step in the spotlight just to do that. It just happened this way. I was already in the spotlight, started 11 years ago, and then, I mean, it's pretty fucking like, oh my God, that 5 years ago, if it gets to Christmas, I will have been out and proud talking about my twin flame journey like this. Sorry, then my heart, my head and my heart just go to, I better fucking not be, because I think I might have changed topics, but I'm sure I said that last year too. But no, there is definitely, there's, yeah, time's up, exactly. The alarm went off on the other phone. Time, like I said, time was up at Christmas. So, but we can still hold space for a conversation. This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare to dream. Yeah, that's definitely what this is. I think a situation is going to be getting a lot of attention. So remember, this could even just be in a friendship group or a family, like, because it's going to be dramatic. And some kind of shake-up's a blessing in disguise. Someone was in an unhealthy, codependent romantic relationship. Something was controlling in a family. Something was controlling a friendship group. It might be wee bits and bobs of all of it. I kept getting told I had a twin flame in tarot readings, but that relationship recently broke down, so I don't know if I believe it anymore. Oh, very interesting, William. Is that how you've been led here? Did you just find me in your timeline? Well, hang around and lurk a while, for months, weeks, days, if you're like some of the people that have booked right away. That's kind of nuts. People have been joining the membership right away, which is a huge honour. Very humbling. And that's, I say that all the time, but it's true. It is honouring, and it is a huge honour and humbling when people just trust me that quick. But nobody's regretted it. But yeah, if you kept getting told, the thing is, do you mean in general ones or do you mean personal ones? Because if it's general, that's a different thing. People can resonate, like someone's going to resonate with this a lot more than someone. A lot of people were going to resonate with this, right? But that's the difficulty for me, because I'm a counsellor as well. Like, and also because it's got to be said as well, because a lot of people that get drawn to me have got like autism, ADHD, ADHD, loads of other things, but you've got to make sure that you're not getting swept away, and especially because we're Mercury and Venus and Pisces soon, like all the romance of it, you know what I mean? The only way to really be sure is a personal one. But specifically, William, if you are not trolling me right now, but I'm going to trust that you're not, my speciality, and anyone would tell you that's around all the time, or if you watch, you can see me do it in public. I'm really good at helping people work out who's the karmic person and who's the twin flame, because, well, there's loads of reasons to that. Do you know, and it's quite interesting. Again, God, this is so complicated, but this morning, I was actually, when I woke up, it was so cold here. That's got nothing to do with it, but I just was like, I'm going back to sleep. And I was going in and out of dreams and sleep and downloads. And like, my guides were talking to me about, when I was really confused about, but basically when I was being controlled by a toxic thing from the past, all the while I had already met who my true twin flame still is, but I was the one that was quite confused, and still being controlled by somebody that, it's just, that's what I mean. When you look back, you cringe, because you're like, what in the fuck? But again, it is really quite different in my situation, because me and my twin flame, and well, everyone involved, we were all really quite young teenagers, and nobody was putting a proper offer on the table anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, but you can't help, how you feel about people. So it's, the point is, I was still getting pulled back, getting manipulated by someone, So, you know, but to me, the best way I can describe it is, but my twin flame was like a ray of light in a dark place that I don't even know if I really realised I was in, to be honest. And then when I woke up, it was like, that was my blessing in disguise. I was like, oh my God, it's him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's who I'm meant to be with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck knows if he's going to be ready for that, but he is my person. Whereas before, I would have said to myself, I would fucking love it if he was my person, but like, you know, he doesn't feel like that about me. Do you know what I mean? That I don't know, because I'm not there anymore. I don't know what I would have said. Something like that. And then I realised, oh, actually, wait a minute, I think he does like me. So do you know what I mean? It's however that's going to fit with people. Yes, randomly popped up and stayed because you're the first Scottish tarot reader. Again, can I just say, what is your real name? Or I'll call you William Wallace if you want. Let's just get off from a good start. I don't like being called a tarot reader. And it's not that I've got anything against tarot, and I have got tarot. I've not got any here. Just I think there might be some kicking about, but they're quite oracle-y tarot ones. Yeah, I don't like being called that. If you're going to call me anything, I'm a healer, I'm a shaman, I'm a medium and a shaman. But you know what I mean? I don't like being called a tarot reader. It was general, but they resonated and they were quite specific. Yes, I know there are really amazing people out there. I've got friends that do this too, and I've got clients that I help do this too. But oh, look, there's another one like that. Look, show the world the true you. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. Yeah, someone's got a message. So, oh my God, share the message you love. So this is right. I need to wrap this up somewhere because I literally need to eat, and I've got one of our male divine masculines. I love when I'm connecting with the men. That didn't sound right, did it? But it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's nice because it's like, I deal with so many women all the time. I love when I'm connecting with the men, and it's just there's always crazy synchronicities that happen. But yeah, share the message of love. Oh yes, and then also I'm assuming you're a man too, so there's lots of male energy today. Rivers of love flow within you, and others may benefit from this healing energy. Be mindful of each word that passes your lips. Yeah, so it's like, that's really powerful. Become the true you. Show the world who you're meant to be. Share the message of love and the one about being seen. It's like the proposal in the sense of everybody sees him say, really fucking annoying, but unfortunately I've fallen in love with you, right? It's that something like that. It's funny. And she's like, you know, trying to like be like, no, you know, you're better off without me. And he's like, no. So again, I think it's maybe a wee bit easier when it's a girl and a guy. I think when it's a guy doing that to the girl, I would argue it's a bit more different because guys can say it, and I'll hold back from what I'm really wanting to say there, but I've said it before, I say it all the time. But I think guys are more prone to being like, she's fucking nuts. I'm not feeling that way about her. Fuck knows what. You know what I mean? And it's actually like, is that the truth? I don't think so. Because I actually, the other day, I have that quite a bit. Yeah. I specifically remember a time when somebody close to mine was like telling me how actually there's more than one person. I can remember a couple, one in particular though, and someone was like, you know, he really likes you, don't hurt him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We just took up now and again, and he's never expressed any kind of feelings. Do you know what I mean? But I was secretly like, oh, I hope that's true. Right. Oh, drop the mic. That would be hilarious if the person was called Daniel. But anyway, what in the actual fuck? I'm talking about the proposal, and Daniel, the angel of marriage, says, I'm the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you right now. Good Lord. So, there's things about proposals, marriages, but remember, proposal and marriage cards for me are my sign of union as well. And there's so many preparing for union cards that have been coming up last week, and because I've filmed the shorts up till Monday this week, they're all timeless, but they are seem to be fitting in real time with these bigger videos that I do. And if you want to see how this unfolds, and if the message is, look, there you go, there's a tarot card. I don't even know what one that is. Quite an interesting one though, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute, actually. Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing? That looks like the end of Look Who's Talking or something. Round, 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 I get around. If you know, you know. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Initiate of Earth Gardens microcosm. So, oh dear. It always goes that way. So either, I don't know, those people that are, there's too many things coming through here. If you're going into a reunion or a union, or if a happy reunion turns into a sacred union, be careful, because this is looking like, you know what I mean? This is looking like new earth babies wanting to come in a bit too quickly or something. That's what I'm getting from that. We'll chuck that one away. And I've no idea what that tarot card is. I've no idea. Initiative Earth Guardian, don't know. Don't even know what suit it is or anything. They were so expensive and I really wanted them, but I just use them like oracle cards. I could find the book if I wanted to. Maybe at some point I will. But yeah, the other thing is, be careful if you're in a karmic marriage. Get what I'm saying? I don't think Daniel's helping people to trap people, but if you're in a marriage and you're unhappy, definitely. Or unfortunately, this could have happened in the past. I hate delivering these messages, but they come out quite a lot. I hate the word hate, but appreciate your talents. Yes, I think though it's more, you've got talents and you're born to share them. But this is what I say all the time, and I help people with that. But have patience with yourself, because if you rush to do it, your prayers have been heard. And if you rush to do it when you're still in the thick of your own healing, well, the most serious thing is you don't want to fuck other people up, right? Now, I say that in the sense of that is a very small minority, but it's kind of like if you've got a whole lot of shit going on behind the scenes, you're all over the point, and then like that. If you had like actual addiction and stuff like that, and you're not dealing with your own shit, but you're going out, oh, that's probably why I don't like being called a tarot reader, because I've seen loads of people like that out there over all the years. Like people that, you could have all kinds of problems and you're going to help other people to run away from your own. It's, it is what it is. But I would suggest, you spend time healing yourself. And then once you've come through the bulk of that, we never stop healing, then you're going to be a much stronger person to be able to help other people. But anyway, whoever that's going to be for, past life healing. This situation has been triggered by one of your past lives. Heal the past to bring healing. Yes, heal your past so that you don't bring it into the present. So I don't know who that's going to be for, but that's really specific. So that's going to speak to people in whatever way. But it'll be worth waiting for. Like when you share that healing or that message with the world, if it's a bigger message like that, or when you share those healing words with a person you want to share that with, see how it can go both ways. I could be speaking to people that are in the public eye. I could be speaking to masculines that just need to go and tell somebody how they feel. Like what I've said in that film. Your patience will be rewarded. You'll be able to help people in a bigger way if it's for the one about show the world and all that kind of stuff. And if it's about going to share the love with somebody after you've like poured love into yourself, and then it brings it back to that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to end it there because it seems to be repeating. But before I go, William Wallace, if you are, if you like my energy and stuff, and the people are fun in the chat and everything. These ones I do on the phone are a bit different. I'm normally on camera all the time, so you can go and find the live streams, or you can just join us in a few hours when I'll be on the live stream. Side note, if I end up not appearing, guys, it's because me and that person were talking ages and I'm tired and I think, fuck this. But I'm planning on not doing that because I done that yesterday. But you never know. And then I would do both tomorrow. God, something's making me think that now. Do you know, I think it would be more because I still haven't washed my hair. And then the Amazon guy arrives too late and it's all like, nah, I can't be arsed. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I might just come and sit and talk to you with messy, what do you call it? Messy bun, getting shit done. We'll just decide later. I'm not doing questions right now. But welcome, Manuel. I don't ever do questions, actually. Actually, do you know what? But because, fuck it, I'm breaking the rules. Mercury is an Aquarius, and it's about breaking the rules. So, newbies, would you like a card? And I'll shuffle, and I'll pull one card, and then I'll go. If the person I've got a session with comes on, he'll come on and be like, oh God, I should have known you were here. Know your truth. Yeah, know your truth. What's your truth? Don't be triggered by the things that have come out in this, right? So for the ones that are about bigger messages, if you know that you've done the healing you need to do and that that you're in a good place to help people now, then get on with it. Do you know what I mean? If you're like, actually that resonated and I feel I'm going to do that at some point, but that's my truth, then, you know, only you're going to know who you are, and I can help you in a personal session further, but all I know is that's coming out, and that's the only card that's sitting away from everything. Choose love over fear. Important message as well. What else? Yeah, I don't know. There was loads of shit in this, but the thing that's still blowing my mind is the Margaret thing. That's crazy. Because she is called Margaret and that. That's weird. It just sort of popped into my head. Right, what's this say? The Lord heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. That's one of my favourite ones. Wow. What's this? There's someone else keep me from you. There's someone keeping me from you. Oh my God. Wow. Let's hope that doesn't fit with some of the last messages. Oh dear. Okay. So, to practice what I preach, if you've been here the whole thing, William Wallace, have I got permission to pull you a card? I like saying your name, that's funny. Look, be yourself, reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. This is just for anyone, but might be for you too. Climb every mountain high and reach for the stars. Believe in yourself, you can do it. Yeah, that's really empowering one for people that are you're hanging on the you're on the edge of glory, and you just need that wee push. You deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on. Right, okay, let's see what comes out. It'd be funny if this. Do you know what? No, there it is. Parenting, right? This isn't your one, William. I just saw it before I saw you saying yes. I saw, well, it could be, but I saw parenting and I also saw something about a child's love. So I definitely feel there's been manipulation from a parent at some point because, yeah, creativity. Right, okay, so let's get William's card. And Manuel, would you like a card? And then I'm going to go. And anyone else that sneaks in, okay, but let's see. So what's a card for William? Yeah, look, see. I'll do it on camera, but that I didn't realise the phone wasn't. William, I pulled that out when you were talking anyway. That's for you. I felt these messages, those strong ones were for you. Become the true you. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. But because it wasn't, see, look, there's love from your parents sneaking out too. So that's just to confirm what I just said for all the people that are resonating with that. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. So yeah, this card's complex, isn't it? I think there could have been either a parent or both parents trying to hold you back from something that was meant for you. And it can be from a good place of, like I've said all the time, I feel with a lot of people, like you or your person could have spoke shit about you to their family. So their family get the wrong end of the stick, right? But that's a wee bit more of an innocent one and it can happen, right? And then people can change their minds. But it seems a bit of a fairy story, to be honest. But the other one is, be aware, some of you might just quite frankly have karmic family. Sorry to say it, but that's a thing. So you've got to look out for that too. And it might be because they weren't allowed to have what they wanted and blah, blah, blah. And so they, you know, kind of fucked up, but stop you from having your birthright. I know it's abundance, you know, being happy. Because I did think when I saw the creativity, I think someone's family's stifling their creativity. Right, anyway, so give us one for William. I think that Be Proud one was for you. That was... yeah. So balance, work, rest and play. Yellow roses are about friendship. It's important for you to have fun along with fulfilling your responsibilities. So, and clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear your energy around and use feng shui. I need to do that too. So I don't know if that resonated with you, William, but it resonated with me. Right. So Manuel. Right, I'm done. You're all getting the same. Look how many cards are there. It's the same fucking card. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do, but because it was the same one, you're healed. The healing you've prayed for, it's on its way. So if you want me to pray for you, I'll pray for you. Otherwise, you know, pray for yourself because you take your power back as well. But there's nothing wrong with getting other people to pray for you. Oh, today's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Solar return healing. Yes, that was for you. You're saying a lot of the stuff that is resonating. That's crazy. Yeah, well, hang around. I do it all the time, freak people out. It's just God speaking through me. But yeah, just out of interest though, before I go, do you think you're the divine feminine then? Because, like, oh no, you probably are the masculine. You probably are. I don't know, but I'm saying that because the people that are led to my lives are usually Thank you. I can't wait to ask a quick. Yeah, I don't ask anyway. Well, been going through a lot, right? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Look, it's got drawn to that one. Calm your nerves and you'll be able to hear. Yeah, they're telling me that you're going through a lot. Someone's trying to connect with you in your dreams. There's a unhealthy attachment. Emmanuel, that's for you. Like, have you just set boundaries with somebody that have you just like I feel you've cut somebody out of your life that, or it could be a habit. Manuel, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not joking. I am terrible at maths and working out. So I've no idea what is that, underweight or overweight. Help me out here, guys. You've got to drop right. That makes sense. Right. Well, do you want me to get? I think that's what I'm saying. Do you want me to pray for you? That's unhealthy attachment. I've got a playlist, right? I'll pin it in the comments. When this finishes, I'll pin it in the comments and watch one of my shamanic journeys. This is what I say all the time, people, isn't it? That my shamanic journeys have helped people get off of drugs and everything. So unless this is somebody yanking my chain again, because if you're repeating yourself, I'm too tired. I'm going to trust that maybe you're a real person. Right, okay, anyway. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. It's from Madagascar or something. Anyway, I'm going to go. Simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. See you later, guys. I'm planning to be back on a live, but we'll just have to see. But right now, I'm going to go and run and eat something. And I am real. I live in it. Okay, you are real. Okay. It's good to meet you too, and I hope to see you in another one. I'm a real boy. That's what me and Jo were laughing about the other day, because she said that to me in an email, and I was like, oh my God, that's what I say. You know what I mean? I'm a real boy, but I don't know whether I always quote the one out of Shrek. You know what I mean? You know when he's like, it's a fun, or he's like, I'm a real boy, and it like lasts 2 minutes, and then he goes back to how he was. Oh shit. Oh my God, that could fit for this as well. See what I mean? Even when I'm joking, it's part of the message. I really do feel actually the codependency for this is all mixed up, right? This is everybody's bits and bobs of different shit. And this is, William, this is what my guys are meaning. When I was saying, I know general ones can be scarily specific for a lot of people. Hello, Brandy, how are you doing? Brandy, I promise I'm not going to keep saying I'm going to do you a birthday reading and never do it. I have not forgot, but I do feel that will have to wait until the moon is in my first house next week. But if I've got energy later, if I'm even live later, I will do that, or tomorrow. But I think it'll be next week. But I just wanted to say that before I forget. Yeah, like that's what I mean by like, believe me, I catch general readings now and like have done over the years where it's like, wow, oh my God, this totally feels like it's mine. But the thing where I come in with a different stance, and I'm very passionate about it, as you can hear, is I've had general readings that I can remember from years ago that still haven't come to pass. It doesn't mean I don't think they're gonna, but it's just a very good thing to take on board. You know what I mean? So I come at it from the stance of, I put these messages out there, and even in personal sessions, it's like everything's past, present, future. It's the Akashic records that I tap into. So there's no way of actually knowing, is this real time? I mean, you'll know if this is real time, people, because you're like, shit, this is totally what's happening in my life right now. But, you know, from a divine feminine point of view, that is absolutely not, you know, the case. And, you know, for a true divine feminine, and those that are, most of the divine feminines watch me quietly, but they'll hear what I'm saying. Look, there's the only card about love. We get messages like that, right? Again, general ones, I can't even begin to describe to you. When I've caught some general ones, past and present, blows my fucking mind. It's to the point where I'm embarrassed. I feel like I've been put, you know, I'm like, that is mine. I don't know how that can be anyone else's story. Like, there's too many details. So I get it, right? But still, those things don't actually come to pass. And again, it doesn't mean I don't think they're going to. I just feel like the person's picking up on the future. And that's what I do. Hence why I'm called Crystal Clear Visions. And like I say all the time, I pick up way, way far in the future. Like I notice I do ones and then weeks, months later, some of these massive channels are pulling out the same story that I pulled out. And it's not because they're copying me, because, you know, I'm the small channel, but, you know, the likeliness they find me is probably like finding a needle in a haystack. But some big channels do follow me. That is, you know, quite a few actually, because I've connected with people over the years. But it's more from the fact that I'm saying it's because I'm very futuristic and I pick up on the future timelines more than I pick up on the other stuff. I love past lives and present too. So, but the present energy, I do pick up the present energy that, yeah, I don't know. This is what I mean. It's 6.5 dozen. It's fucking annoying. It annoys me too. And it's annoying watch. That's why I don't watch as many stuff. I'm not going to say I don't watch anything ever, because I do. That'd be fucking lying. Do you know, I'm really getting on. This is what I mean. This is Mercury in the last of Aquarius. I'm just totally letting God and the guides speak. You know, I always just let them speak through me. But that is the truth of it. It makes me cringe when people that do what I do try to claim that they don't watch tarot readings anymore. Go and fuck off and have a cup of tea and come back and tell us the truth. Or go and have a whiskey, come back and tell us the truth. But don't, because I don't like when people drink alcohol and read cards. It's very irresponsible. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck off. Pull the other one. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do. But I get fed up after watching about 10 minutes because I'm like, you know what I mean? Fuck knows when this is ever going to happen, even if it is resonating. So, you know, that's nice and I'm going to get on my life kind of thing. That's where I'm at now. But remember, I've been watching things like this for 10 years. So you do kind of get to that point. And yeah, and I think I've made my point there. But yes, open your heart. The potential for greater love rests in opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from your past will be healed and you'll be met with the true passion you seek. Bringing it back to that film, The Proposal. That's what that's about. Oh my God, that's actually, by the way, that's a lovely synchronicity for me, because roses are my nana and sunflowers me, and then the daisy is symbolic of another soul that in my spirit world that helps me. So that's just quite nice. But that's like my nana, like coming in being like, smile, whatever's going on, smile. But again, whatever, roses also mean true love to me, but it's just when I'm looking at that, that's really, all we need is if a daisy card came out now. Oh, it's even better. That's my favourite flowers. I love all flowers, but that's, so, right, the daisy one might not be through here, but that, yeah, you deserve only the best. This is all you should focus your attention on. Orchids. Blue orchids as well, they're nice. Right, okay, so, and they're more rare, but they do exist. I like a bit like the blue rose and its mystery, and that's also about true love that's different and unique, and you go Google all that yourself. But the blue rose is also connected to the high priestess and rose lineage, and all that is what I'm connected to as well. Mary Magdalene and all of that, and I know a lot of you are. And see, there's just too much coming through now, and I need to go. But if you're confused about who's a twin flame, who's a false twin flame or a karmic partner, whatever you want to call them, I'll help you work that out. But it's usually through a live session where we tease it out and you tell me your stories and you'll have all the epiphanies. And there's something about my vibration helps people get in touch with the truth and who the real true twin flame is. There's other people where it might be a bit more complex and you could be on my radar quite a while and the penny drops later on. That happens too. I've got no control over any of this. All I know is I'm a genuine, true twin flame healer, that someone's twin flame's coming very soon, that helps people do that a lot of the time. I wouldn't use that word, but yeah, I help people parent their inner child. I empower you to empower your own inner child where you need it. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. I'm going to leave that there because I can't seem to end this one today. So, but maybe so I feel somebody had trouble closing out an unhealthy attachment. I really do. I feel this is about codependency with unhealthy attachments. So whether that's friends, family, or a love connection you couldn't close out, or a bit, I think that's what that is. But that, remember, that came in reverse, and that came in reverse. So that's why it makes sense that very soon someone's coming back for true love. And it's because you're both reaching for the stars. Nobody's self-sabotaging anymore. Because that's how you'll know if you're true twin flames as well. It wouldn't be the people on YouTube that it's like such separation, like, kind of like the vibes of they've totally fucked up and I'm perfect, and because they've fucked up, I'm going to find somebody else that'll do better. Like, some aren't that, some are that harsh, and it's kind of like that's totally not getting it. If someone's your true twin flame, they'll drive you nuts. You'll not be able to understand where they're coming from, but then when you really do the shadow work and you dig deep, you'll understand them in your own weird type of way. This is a very Mercury, last of Aquarius channeled message. And it doesn't really matter if other people get it, but where I'm very strong on, don't make the twin flame journey, don't mold it and manipulate it to fit a very codependent, unhealthy, toxic relationship, because I believe some people do that. And don't beat yourself up if you've done that, because you could have been the one that's been manipulated, or, I don't know who's watching, but I'd hope you're not the person that's done the manipulating, but you never know. I think that could be in some cases. But it's like, oh, actually it will be, because karmic people stalk me and lurk me. So some people could have used the twin flame journey to manipulate vulnerable people into something. But I feel those people are breaking free, and you're not settling for second best, because you've had patience with your own healing. But now you need to communicate healthy, because that's all very complicated. You know what I mean? Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood, and we're all going to need to do that. Trust me, when Mercury moves into Pisces, right, tomorrow, confusion, illusion, nobody's going to know their arse from their elbow. Then Venus is going to join Pisces. But if you can slow down and you can listen to what people are saying, and you can make sure you're understood, and you've got rid of all the confusing karmic situations in your life, or you're trying to, very romantic, lovely, beautiful time. We'll put the rose back. Boom, drop the mic. I need to go because I've got 10 minutes to now eat something. No, I'm going to email them and say I need to be a little bit later. Not too much later, but I need to eat something. But yes, I will see you in a bit. But I don't know, guys. I'm planning on going live later, but I'm like, I don't know if I am. Because I can't remember the last time I connected with this person, but it was quite a while ago now. Last year sometime. And I'm pretty sure the same thing happened, but I was like, fuck that. I'm not going live. And we've already missed the Virgo moon. This is for Virgo. We've already missed the Virgo moon. I was going to do Libra tonight and Virgo. Sorry, I was going to do Virgo tonight and Libra tomorrow. But I think I'm only hesitating because it's Friday tomorrow. I'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. I will maybe see you later. I'll maybe not. But have a lovely, lovely day. And I hope you get lots of lovely shock surprise communication. And you can update me about it in the next one. But I will see you later.